But on another note, did you hear about that Popeye incident this week?
No, enlighten me.
Girl,
because there are multiple Popeye incidents.
Okay, there was one in Maryland where the line, Popeye got the famous sandwich back, by the way. So that chicken sandwich, y'all, it has hit the internet streets hard once again, okay? These people are out here, you know, lined up. I even drove by a Popeyes this week, and I was like, what is this line doing backed up in this double lane street? And I couldn't even get by. And I was like, and I looked, I was like, oh my God, they're lined up for Popeyes. And so I was like, oh my God, does anybody know how to cook a Chick-fil-A sandwich? I mean, really, y'all? So, you know, so I'm just driving by, and all these people are lined up for this chicken sandwich. And you know, I happened to also read in the news that in Maryland they were doing the same thing. All over, everybody is going crazy over a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
And I'm like, what does that chicken sandwich have to do with people getting upset to the point where they're jumping lines? They're jumping lines, cheating to get, you know, their chicken sandwich before another person. So the guy jumps in line, and then he proceeds, he gets his chicken sandwich, comes out of the store, and then somebody in the line who he jumped actually stabs him.
Oh, wow.
Multiple times, and he ends up dying, girl. So I'm sitting here, okay, all right, my people.
How much is this chicken sandwich?
It's a $4 sandwich, girl. It's a $4 sandwich, and I'm telling you, that man did not want to lose his life that day over that. And some might say, you know, it wasn't the chicken sandwich. It was actually the fact that he got, you know, he disrespected somebody. You know, somebody's pride got hurt. You know, your ego was bleeding, and now you want to go over here and stab somebody because you all mad because you've been standing in this line for 3 hours because you couldn't eat your chicken sandwich on time, and then you're gonna stab somebody for it.
So when you go in front of the judge, what are you gonna say?
Yes, what do you say to that? And they're still looking for him, by the way. As I did a little research this morning, I was like, okay, they're still looking for him. So I'm just like, for all the people out here who is going crazy, it just takes the taste out of my mouth. I do not even desire a chicken sandwich from Popeyes. And you know, big ups to everybody who does, but for me, I'm just like, you know, after doing my research and knowing that these Popeyes are actually like primarily in African American areas where they're targeting us as a consumer. And you know, when I look at the fact that 1% of the wealth in America is actually we only own 1% of the wealth of America as African American people, and that was in 1865. Guess how much wealth we own today?
How much?
1%.
Wow.
So when I look this information up,
no growth.
No, and I'm like, okay, guys, first of all, we don't even own Popeyes.
Exactly.
We don't even own Popeyes, and we're putting all our little $4 and some change in their pockets with 2 double lines from the time they open to the time they close every single day. We're giving them all our wealth, and then we're going to kill each other over the sandwich too? Like, what do you suggest that we do differently? What would you recommend to kind of change the dynamics?
Stop putting money into Trump's wall.
Okay, what do you mean by Trump's wall? What are you talking about, sis? You just took me to another.
I'm just saying, for an example, we're funding the unknown by being a consumer. You don't even know where your money is going and what you are funding. Because to put something out there that large and to make that amount of money within a week.
What was it, like 25 million in 1 week? I mean, it was something. It was over a sandwich,
exactly.
$4
What are you
sandwich
funding?
too. Not even
the whole menu, that one sandwich.
The whole menu, that one sandwich.
What are you funding? Are you asking yourself this question?
Like,
where's the money? Where's the proceeds going to?
Yes. And, and who are they electing for office, this upcoming, presidential campaign? Like, what kind of impact can they make making that much money off of people who only own 1% of the wealth in America? 1%.
We're not thinking. We're just
I'm not
buying.
feeling empowered over there. I just don't feel empowered. It makes me feel unempowered to the point where I promise you I will not eat no sandwich that's not supporting the people in my community. And I actually stood up against that week when that sandwich hit over the summer. I actually found a chicken sandwich from a local black-owned restaurant who had a juicy sandwich, and I posted it on my social media. And actually, my husband went by, and he went to this particular place, and he bought the chicken sandwich, and he said it was phenomenal. It was great. Most of these herbs and seasonings that they use in Popeye, because I did a little research. Popeye, the owner of Popeyes in 1970, is a company owned out of Louisiana, and what happened was he actually went and kind of copied the way the African Americans seasonings that they use for the chicken sandwich. So he created a blend of spices to pretty much give us what we like,
right.
And so, but grandma definitely know how to make the same chicken sandwich. I'm just saying, y'all, so because we got to make better decisions.
And there's no lines at grandma's house.
Thank you. There's no line at grandma's house. And she would be like, yeah, baby, I'll make you a chicken sandwich, So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, just think a little bit, Sometimes, your dollar is so powerful, and, you can really make a stronger impact by, serving your community and putting those community dollars to work for you, putting those dollars in a position where you own your own company. Now you have, we have our own companies, and we're hiring each other for jobs, and we have money to, send our kids to school. We can create scholarship funding and, things that we can do to make us empowered,
Right.
So, that's what Womb Buzz is all about. We're about empowering people to actually grow. And, and one ways, I used to know this quote that an empowered woman empowers other women. So, I wanted to use this platform as a way to empower others, and just to think about the flip side of the coin, just to open your minds. Don't let your desires take you to a place where, okay, I indulged, but did I do something more detrimental?
Right.
Like, did I help my people grow? We only 13% of this whole U.S.
Right.
And there's got to be a way that we can, help the situation. And we do bring the numbers. Like, we're the highest consumers. I'm pretty sure you know about that.
We're more consumers than producers. Yeah.
Yes, because you are a business owner as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about what you do and, how the success of your business?
Pretty much, I have a cleaning business, and I also do sister locks on the side. So, with my heavy schedule, especially juggling the children, I need to work for myself because that helps me, as far as scheduling. Because going to be on somebody's clock 9 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday, basically they would fire me.
Yes.
Because I would never be on time.
Right. So you can't just show up and be like, you know what, my kid is sick.
Right.
And I'm going home today.
Exactly. So
being an entrepreneur, are you saying that it gives you like that freedom of just coming and going when you need to? And, since you have the 5 children, you are allowed to, be there for them when they're sick and make those doctor appointments when you need to. So that's awesome. So can you tell me, other than the freedom part, what other benefits do you see as being an entrepreneur?
It's just a legacy, and teaching my girls that it's okay to work a 9 to 5, but also follow your dreams and follow your goals. I'm not saying don't do what's necessary to keep food on your table. I'm not saying don't do what's necessary to keep a roof over your head.
Right.
But if you know that your ultimate goal is to do something else different, then you can work that 9 to 5 to get you to where you're trying to be. And I've done both.
Right.
I've juggled a 9 to 5 and my own business at the same time.
Gotcha.
So it's nothing wrong with either one as long as you have a common goal.
Yes.
And my common goal was my freedom. It wasn't to become a multimillionaire. It wasn't become a billionaire. It was my freedom to maneuver and to be there for my children. Because like I said, I have that gap from 23, 21, and 8, 7, and 5. So it gives me the freedom to be there for the younger 3. And also, with my daughters in college now, if they need me, then I can drop what I'm doing to go take care of them as well.
Awesome. You know, I definitely, like I said, Miss Q, I can relate. Miss Q without the U, I'm sorry.
Kiana without the U.
Kiana without the U. I definitely can relate to that because, you know, being an entrepreneur, you know, it has a lot of luxuries, but, you know, at the same time, it's a lot of work.
Yes.
Like, you know, when I was clocking in on the job, I found that, hey, I didn't really do nothing but one thing, and that was respiratory. You know, now that I have a whole big business that's probably bigger than me at this point, you know, I definitely need a secretary. I definitely need a branding manager. I definitely need a branding coach and, you know, just a business coach. And I need somebody to make these products. And, you know, like the list goes on and on. I'm wearing all 900 hats here.
Right.
I'm running around, you know. But, you know, at the same time, it's so fulfilling because it's something that feeds my inner being. You know, it's something that I'm passionate about. Right. So it's almost like I didn't work but one. I don't do any work really. You know, physically I don't get tired. That's what I mean.
Right.
You know, do you feel that way too?
That's true. I don't never get tired of working for myself.
Yeah. It's so gratifying. Like, I wish people would like take that leap of faith sometimes just to see that they could truly answer their calling. You know, once you tap into who you are, that self-discovery of, you know, who you truly are as a person. So, you know, being that, you know, you've been on this entrepreneur path for how long?
Wow, I started out when I had my first daughter at 23.
So, okay.
She was 23 years ago.
Wow. So you, evidently you must like being an entrepreneur.
Yes,
so, yes.
23 years ago.
So that is awesome. I am so, you know, that is so awesome because really when you come from that entrepreneurial mindset, you know, some people, you know, it's not for everybody. I'm not saying, you know, it's from everybody, but from what I've seen, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've had the 9 to 5, you know, and I've been in a career and I've been in corporate America versus, you know, running my own company and being creative and innovative. And I get to use all my skills. I don't just like have to show up with my stethoscope and listen to lungs all day, or, you know, I can actually, you know, build a plane and fly it at the same time.
Exactly.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then build a whole nother plane beside it. So, you know, it just gives you that that leeway of just always going to that next desire, always going to that next, you know, thing that you want to build on, and you know, it never stops. Like, all your dreams can come true, and you realize that.
Yes.
Like, you're the co-creator of, you know, of who you are. Like, you can actually put things into existence.
Right.
You know, you have, you know, influence.
Right.
So have you done anything that's really influential in this type of business?
I don't want to say I've done anything within this type of business, but when I come around people, I inspire them. It's like I wake them up. And I believe I've done that for you.
Oh shoot. We about to break it down today. I need to hear this. She said she did something for me. Wait a minute, y'all.
Yeah. So,
Talk to me, sis.
like I said, when I first met you, you know, you was doing your thing, Woman on the Groove.
Yes, I used to have a business.
That's
It was
right.
called Women on the Groove. I used to help people lower their blood pressures. You know what? I'm always taking care of women. All my businesses have been
Focused on
designed around women.
Yep, women's health.
Yes.
Women's health. And,
Yep, go ahead.
you know, and then I think it came to a position where you was still there in it, but I think, you know, at some point in all our lives, we kind of like take a step back, or we take a step back from our dreams and our goals. And, and you know, by me knowing you all those years, I've seen that in you, but then I've seen that flame spark again. Because within that time, like you know, showed me the same. It was a time when I had a drop moment where I failed, but then you sparked me up again. So it was like we tag teamed each other with sparking each other up. Okay, you could do this. I see it in you. You got this. Anything that you have brought to me, I've always let you know. Okay, I see your vision. All right, so
True.
you're going with it.
That's
and
true.
you know where
Yeah.
you and I've always like, okay, where you at with it, or checked on you, making sure you still following your dreams and your goals within it.
You know what?
Even when we sometimes was distracted by family things and other things, I still always reminded you, you know,
Yes.
you still have a goal, you still have your dreams pushed forward.
Yes.
And looking at you today, hands down, I'm proud of you, my
Oh,
sister.
thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to cry on the show. I am not going to cry, y'all. But I just want to say you are absolutely right. And, you know, it's lonely at the top. And
Yes.
as an entrepreneur, I will be the first to say that this thing is a mindset thing that you have to grow into. You have to keep constantly growing into your better version of yourself. And so when you have that supportive friend who reaches out, who always checks up on you and say, hey, girl, what you doing? I love your idea. How's it going over there? Do you need some help? Do you know,
Right.
you know, I appreciate that, and I value our friendship. And you know, if I can be there for you, do anything for you, I'm here. Thank you for joining us today. You know, it's been a pleasure for you to follow my journey all the way from Women on the Groove to
Yes.
now it's Womb Buzz, and you know, we're still, you know, in this zone together, helping women, you know, empowering women to live their better lives. And you know, I just want to let everyone know that if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and if you need any healthy natural remedies or healthy treatments for any of your gynecological struggles, you can reach out to us at wombbuzz1@gmail.com, or you can go to our website at wombbuzz.com and tune in every Womb Buzz Wednesday on WDRB Media. Download that iTunes app or that iHeartRadio app, and then download the app WDRB from there. So I will see you soon. Bye.
She